All right, everybody, we are live today. On today's video, guys, we'll be going over NFTs, sharing about what is happening, what we're looking for in upcoming drops, and more specifically how Solana is taking over this space and how it's really going to dominate in the NFT world and how we can capitalize on this opportunity as well. I'll be breaking down for the newest beginner on the process of setting up your wallet, utilizing Discord, a different platform that some people are used to, some people that are not, and what we're doing as a community, as a team, to get involved in these projects together, to create wealth together, and really make something big happen. Buying and selling NFTs as we continue to grow and become stronger as a community, as a team. So guys, NFTs, what is it all about, right? I think first things first is we got to understand, a little bit about the space and understand, what the potential is, because, that is where it all stems from, right? Is, we got to figure out our risk to reward basis, right? Is it worth investing into a picture like this? Why would you want a picture of a house, right? Well, there's more to see behind the house, right? You can actually own one of these houses and people can actually go onto your street and view your house, and inside your house you can hang up all your NFT collections that you have that you bought from other wallets, right? And you display it in your house and people can go walk down the street and come to your house, right? So there's more to it than just a picture of a house, right? So that's just one example of this project, right? So as we see, there's a lot of money coming in and out, right? As we've already noticed, right? There's been apes, sold for millions of dollars, right? The NFT space as a whole is only growing. The market, it's just the beginning stages, and there's a lot of money to be made for one. And it's very important to get educated to understand this a little bit more deeper. So guys, I want to show you guys a great example. Some of you guys have seen through my social media, some of you guys who know me, right? I invested into these Meerkat millionaires, right? And I honestly, I was just lucky. I ended up just stumbling across them, and I invested some profits that I had because I had Solana kicking in my wallet. It's like, you know what? I feel like Solana is dope because there's no fees for one compared to Ethereum, right? There's no fees to go buy it, and the barrier of entry is a lot lower. So for the newest person getting into the space, I truly believe Solana is the way to go for all those reasons, right? And I just truly believe as well, guys, within the Solana network, right, and these Solana NFTs, right, we've seen Ethereum NFTs completely blow up. There's a lot of money, and what has done, right, there's people who've been flipping, right, who started with $500, turn that to $1,000, turn that to 10 grand, to $100,000, to millions of dollars, right? And now they have a big bag that they're sitting on, right? We call these people whales, right? Well, what are they going to do with that? They're reinvesting all the time. Well, what if they brought some of that bag over to Solana, over to these type of projects that are being launched, right? How much more money will come in and out of this place, of this marketplace, right? So that's what I truly believe. So for example, this project here, I ended up getting it on the pre-mint actually. So at the very beginning, the mint price was for 1.5 Solana for one of these images, for one of these meerkats. 1.5 Solana is what I spent. I ended up buying 4 of them. I was only planning to buy 1 or 2. My button slipped and I ended up buying 4. It was actually a very good mistake. And from that as well, as being one of the first investors, they also gave me a perk of an airdrop. They gave me 4 more. So I got a total of 8 meerkats. And as you see today, the lowest price for one is 23 Solana, right? And so my cost was 0.75 Solana per meerkat. So if we do the math, that's a pretty good ROI as of right now. And this only been live for 1 week, right? We've seen the floor go up to 40 and we've seen it come back down, right? So, the price fluctuates all the time. We have 80,000 Solana volume traded already. Well, guys, Solana is worth 170 US dollars per coin, right? So let's do the math there. 170 times 80,000, that's $13.6 million have been traded in and out of this market in the last 7 days. And that's just on this one exchange. There's more exchanges out there that are also selling these meerkats. So that's not even the total volume of this entire project as a whole, right? That's just on this exchange, right? So that's a lot of money coming in and out. As well, we can take a look at some latest sales, right? We see sales for 29, 54, right? 88, right? There's a lot, right? One of the highest sales I've seen, 100, right? One of the highest sales I've seen was actually, I think it was like 770 or 880. It was like around 150,000 US dollars. Someone paid for this, right? And think about it. It's not about, man, they paid $150,000, right? They're just burning their money. No, that's not what it's about. These guys are very smart. They're very tactical with their investing, and they see where the growth of this project's going. So they're like, well, I'm buying it for $150,000 today. It might be a lot of money, but I see, in a month from now, in a couple of weeks from now, in a year from now, right? They see an ROI. They see, oh, you know what? That 150,000, I'm going to double that. I'm going to triple that. I'm going to quadruple that. And honestly, $150,000, like if you go look in the Ethereum, and some of the NFT projects that have already been happening, well, the floor prices for some are $150,000 or $350,000, right? We've had projects sell for over $1 million for just one thing, right? So it's a big deal, right? So guys, don't sleep on the NFTs. Get involved, right? This is a 30x investment in just a week as well. You're not just buying an image. It's not about getting an image. There's, you're joining a club, you're joining a community. And inside those communities, they offer special perks. Well, for example, holding these meerkats, just by holding, right, you get a residual based reward sent to your wallet. You get, their project's about giving back to the community 100% of the royalties, right? So that's split between all the holders, and I get a certain amount. So for example, the first 3 days of the sale, I personally got 1.4 Solana per meerkat I own. 1.4 Solana per meerkat I own. I have 6 of them right now. You do the math. That's pretty good free money, I would say. I literally, by doing nothing, by just holding it, I made 1.4 Solana per meerkat, right? And, that doesn't even count for the rest of the week. That doesn't count about tomorrow. That doesn't count about for the next month, right? I'm going to continually get those royalties as long as I'm holding on to these meerkats. Actually, I get them for life because I minted them, right? I get a small percentage just from minting them, right? So like that's the bonus, right? So it's a big deal, guys. And this project, of course, not all of them will be like this, right? Some of them are not going to be winners, right? Some of them, won't go up in value, right? Some of them will tremendously skyrocket, right? I'm truly not selling, like my lowest price meerkat I'm going to sell for is 60 Solana. I'm willing to part at 60 Solana for a meerkat. I'll take that 10 grand, right? So that's the power of what we have here. And then as well, in terms of, expectation, guys, when you do get into the space, it's very important to now, there's going to be a few things I'm going to go over, guys. I'm going to go over on getting your wallet set up. We use a Phantom wallet, the security behind it, putting some Solana in there so that way you're ready for the next drops. I'm going to go over as well, guys, the Discord, how Discord works a little bit better, how you can stay on top of these projects, and also be a part of our community, right? If you're not a part of our Discord chat, of our group, please reach out to myself, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, whatever. Reach out to me and I can get you added into this group. It's open to everybody. If you want to invite somebody, a friend, invite them, add them into this group. We're here to collaborate with each other. We're here to win together. We're here to take advantage of what's to come. So guys, right in here alone, when you get into our group here, we do have a new to NFT section. I will be adding this video into there, right? So inside of here, there's an overview with some of our 7-figure mentors that I follow very closely. And they went and broke down, everything about NFTs, and the use case, how it's being used in the real world. To get much better understanding, it's a great 1 hour presentation where you're going to learn a lot of things and will probably answer a lot of your questions. So definitely take a look at that. As well, there's a YouTube video on how to set up your Phantom wallet. So if you can't follow along with what I'm doing, you can go ahead and watch this video as well, and so forth like that. And then use this chat to ask questions, to reach out for help. As well, announcements for just any updates of what's going on. And then also, this is the NFT drops. Like, these are some of the projects that we're looking into. So you can come in here, go do your due diligence, add them on Twitter, check out their Twitter feed, go onto their Discord. So with NFTs, they use Twitter and Discord, right? So that's the platforms they use. Go into their Discord channels, check out their culture. A lot of information's inside of their Discord channels. So definitely take a look at that. That's what it's all about. And then, of course, we have voice channel for, hey, when we want to talk, when we need to communicate, stuff like that. We can hop in the voice. So I'm going to quickly go over the Discord as a whole, and then we'll get into the other side of things. So, guys, you're going to go through that NFT chat. You're going to look at, some upcoming projects and stuff like that. There's 2 being launched today that I'm interested in. One is called Cam 1, right? Oh, so see, that's a scam. I'll go over that. So Cam 1, right? So you can come into these Discords, and what's nice is they have everything on the side here, right? So you can go and look at the sneak peek of their art. You can look at their roadmap, do your research. You can go check out the announcements, right? What they're keeping us up to date, right? The biggest thing is, you see that, nobody's going to DM you, right? And if you're going to get those fake DMs, like I just got there, which it disappeared, but like you're going to get people trying to scam you. Like, unfortunately, with this space, with, so many new people coming in, a lot of money coming in, there's a lot of scammers out there trying to take your money, right? Really greedy people. And it is just the thing of the space, right? But the biggest thing is just be aware of it. Never click on anybody's link because you can lose something just as quick. Never go on to like some weird website or like a website where they say, hey, this is going to be the mint, and then you connect your wallet to it. Well, guess what? All your money within your wallet could be disappeared just like that instantly. So be very careful with that. If it sounds too good to be true, it's usually too good to be true. So just trust your own intuition. Don't click on anyone else's link. Be protective in this space and do the right precautions. I'll show you a little bit more on how you can do that. So this is a project I'm looking at for today as well. Another one I like is The Gods. And guys, do your own research, like I said, right? Ask questions, right? It's all broken down. They have a really cool roadmap. I like it. It's a little bit of a higher mint price, but I truly believe there's potential in there, and it's more would be a longer term, a couple months, maybe a year, who knows, right? So that's where I see it, and it could be worth quite a bit. So guys, things to look out for. Every project's different, right? Every project has a different reward system on a way how they can help their community, how they give back into their community. So just please take a look at that and see if it fits with what you want as well. Remember, like I said, not every project's going to be a winner, right? So don't have that expectation, right? So we can get started with simply 1 to 3 Solana, usually is like a starting out fee, right? Which is a couple $100. Right. And then we start growing from there, and we're going to use our profits to reinvest in other projects. Right. Just like with trading, this is all risk reward based. Right. You can lose 3 projects. Right. And they're all, rug pulls, we'll call it. Right. And, that one project where you 30x it. Right. Well, it just made up for your losses plus more. Right. So that's what we're here to do. It's all risk to reward based as well. For your first one, like, don't be just jumping around and buying every single thing, right? We want quality over quantity. So everything's very vetted out. We do our research. I'm not sharing just any crappy thing to you guys. I want to be sharing the best of the best. So that way you guys get the best of the best results, right? I met a guy on Discord. He was from Mumbai, India, right? And quite simply, he started with 3 Solana about a month ago, maybe a little bit longer. He started with 3 Solana. And he was able to, he was minting a couple pieces, and, he turned that 3 Solana into 6 Solana, then he turned it into 10, and then he turned it into 20, right? And he grew a portfolio to well over $50,000 in value, right? That's life-changing income for someone like him, especially in a developing country, right? And that's the potential what we have here. And that's what I want to share with you guys, because I know for a fact that people within our group are going to get that result too. I also know people in our group are going to not get that result too, because they're not going to take action. They're not going to do it. They're going to sit on the sideline. They're going to be scared, right? And they're just not going to do it. And unfortunately, that is what it is, right? Whether you succeed or whether you fail, it's going to be 100% on you. So, but all I can say is just take action, figure it out later. You don't need to be the expert. Trust the process and just freaking do it, right? So one last thing with Discord before I hop on to the next subject is, like, for example, you hop into these channels, right? You might want to turn off your notifications because your phone will go bing, 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 right? There's 30,000 people in here, right? You can imagine all the messages that get put, right? These chats, right? They're great to ask questions and stuff, but it can be full of what's called FUD, right? And fudding is like just like negative energy, right? Just like spammy, kind of like, just, not worth your energy. So be careful not getting stuck in those chats too much. But it's good to get some information, get a sense of the community and the support and stuff like that. So yeah, you want to mute your notifications, but you want to show up and check out the announcements, right? You'll get these little things and you might want to be like, well, I better see what am I missing, right? And on a daily basis, right? If you're into this project, you want to keep up with some of those announcements on a day-to-day, right? So just follow that. As well, one more thing, when you click on the top here, you're going to find a thing that says privacy settings. You're going to want to change privacy settings to off, right? So that way people can't just spam message you privately and send you these scams, right? Because when I had that on, or, which I didn't do it on this channel yet, I was getting, 10, 20 messages, unsolicited messages a day, right? And then I have to go in there and I delete them, block them and stuff like that. So that's your best way, is just making sure that you have that off, okay? Next thing here is about setting up your Phantom wallet, right? Because in order to buy these projects, when you go to mint, you need to connect your Phantom wallet. As well, if you're going to be buying secondary on a marketplace like this, or selling it and holding your NFTs, you need a Phantom wallet, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to type into Google Phantom wallet, right? And you should see it pop up right away, phantom.app. All right, you're going to go in here and you simply add it to your Chrome. And when you add it, you'll have this little extension thing here. You set up a password. As well, you must save the secret phrase. Make sure you write that down, because if you lose it, if your computer goes kaput, or if something happens, right? Well, you want to have that written down somewhere safe where you can find it again, but also where no one else can find it either, right? You don't want someone to come take a picture of your phrase, and then they can go log on their computer and then and take your funds, right? So be very careful. Crypto security is a big deal, but overall this is really safe. It's like a MetaMask wallet if you have a MetaMask already, but if not, it's still pretty straightforward. So you come in here, you have your wallet, right? Inside of here, I have my collectibles, right? So you can check out your NFTs. They're stored in here. You want to save that seed phrase, write it down, keep it safe. This is what you're going to use. And then the most important thing here is we need to put some Solana in here, so that way you have some liquidity to trade with, right? So when you want to send Solana in here, you're going to hit receive, right? And you're going to type in here and you hit copy, right? That will be your address where you send your Solana to, right? As well as sometimes when you mint stuff, guys, you get these like random unknown tokens that pop up. And if you never click on these tokens, by the way, never ever click on them. Don't try to send them or anything like that, because you could lose your funds by trying to do something with these random tokens. I don't know how they get in here. I don't know, but it's people trying to hack your account. As long as you don't touch them, you're safe, okay? So you can go into the manage token list and you just go hide, right? So that way you don't see it doesn't matter. You might get another one randomly pop up in there, but just go back in there, hide it. It is what it is, right? Your funds are safe in here as long as you don't touch any random links, as long as you don't connect your account to some random website, untrusted website, and as long as you don't touch these links. As well, if you guys want to take another safety precaution as well, like you have your main wallet here, right? And you can create a secondary wallet, so that way you have two wallets, and maybe when you're minting or doing anything a little, more fishy or something, you can put it on here for extra protection, right? Just a thought. So that's how you use Phantom Wallet, guys. If you can't figure that out a little bit deeper, like I said, there is a video in here that will walk you through that same process that I just shared. So please take a look at that. All right, so that being said, I think this is good for a starting point of the video. How long have we been streaming for? 20 minutes. I don't want to keep it too long here. So like I said, there's these drops coming out literally today at 1 o'clock, and then there'll be a drop at 3 o'clock today. So if you can get locked and reloaded, you can join us on those drops. Of course, like I said, we don't have to go for all of them. There will be drops next week. One of my favorite ones I'm looking at is Soul Yetis, right? And this one here has some incredible artwork. It drops on October 12th, and it's just one soul to get in. And potentially you could be one of the 100 who get it for free, guys. All right? And look at this. You get 75% of the royalties back to the holders and minters. All right? So guys, like that is sick, right? So this is how you can make residual income from just holding a project, right? And the community is really dope. Like you got like 30,000 plus people in here. So I'm excited for this drop, guys. So we want to make sure we're ready, that we understand, okay, well, we connected our wallet. We're ready to buy when it comes down to the time to buy, right? And make sure you guys use this group for any support that you need. We're here to do this together, right? This is all about, fast alone, far together, right? But, through unity, through teamwork, we have the potential to do something really big here, right? I'm stoked about this. I'm still boggled away by what happens. For example, let's go back to my wallet here, and we just see, for example, all right, I received 0.225. These were my minting rewards for minting 4 of them. All right, this was my reward for just holding it. They sending me free money. All right, and there's still more rewards to come. That was just for the first 3 days. All right, there's been another 3 days. What will be the rewards for those 3 days? What will be the rewards for next week? Right? I'm excited, guys, and this is just the beginning. This is the future. NFT gaming is this thing. All this stuff. There's a lot of money, and it's very important to get plugged in. As well, guys, if you need more information on getting better educated, right? We have educators within the DCX Academy that teach about it, right? To start with is Zach and Jordan, right? This video here, very good, right? But, get on their channel, Zach, Jordan, and Mike Navarrete's channel on the DCX. You can find them and you can learn with them, right? So these are some of the things to follow. There's lots of great projects on the way. The biggest thing I can say, guys, is just take action. Just do it. Trust the process and figure it out later. You don't need to be perfect, right? The risk to rewards there in our favor, right? There's so much money flowing in these markets right now. It's in your favor, right? But of course, there's a risk to everything, but it's risk to reward, guys. So that being said, guys, thanks for watching this call. Any other questions, please reach out below. If you want to get plugged into this Discord, make sure you just reach out to one of my social medias, Facebook, Instagram, and we can get you plugged in. As well, just for the future of everything else, we'll do some more calls. If we need to get on one-on-one calls, whatever it takes, guys, to get you guys these results, I'm all in. I want to see you guys win. I want to see you guys being a part of this, getting these gains as well. The only thing that I was sad about, because I didn't know what to expect, guys. But the only thing I'm sad about is I didn't tell more people about this, right? That I didn't get more people involved, right? Because just this alone has changed my life, right? and there's more to come. All right, guys. So I'm excited. I'm excited to work with you guys. I'm excited to grow with you all and just making big things happen, right? And it all starts one step at a time. And this is your first step. As well, other things to note, I didn't touch this. Sorry, I'm backtracking. But to buy Solana, you go to CoinGecko.com, right? And inside of CoinGecko.com, you find the project that you're interested in buying. And this is for any crypto you want to buy, by the way. Same process. You go to markets and you find all the different exchanges that you can buy it on. Right now, Binance has been freezing a lot of like withdrawals from there because everyone's using it. And they're just like, I don't know why they're freezing withdrawals. So you can't send Solana to Solana, right? On Binance for whatever reason right now. So don't use Binance. You can use any of these other exchanges. But sometimes it does take a bit to get verified. Maybe the best way to go, this is just in my opinion, this is what I do, is I have an Exodus wallet. It's something that you download on your computer. It's offline, right? And you can send, whether it's Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, any coin, like any coin that's they hold in there, you can send it into this wallet and then you can just swap it over to Solana and then you can send it to where you want, right? So you can get XRP, for example, on the Newton app. If you're in Canada, Newton app, very straightforward, e-transfer from your bank account, buy XRP, send XRP from your wallet to Exodus, swap it over for Solana, and send it over. In Newton, you can buy Solana on there, but you can't send it off of there, right? So they're just not available at this time. They'll adapt that later down the road. But just like, that's another process. But don't get hung up on the process, guys. Figure it out. Ask questions. You're here for support. That's it. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't overwhelm yourself. Just do it. Figure it out later and reap the benefit and the reward later. Okay, guys? So that being said, guys, peace and love. Enjoy, you guys. See you guys on the inside. Can't wait to keep working